Hi everyone, it's Tish with Naptime Creations. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and it'll help me out a lot, so hit that subscribe button. Today we're going to be making some holographic resin crystals, so let's jump in and get started. Before I started pouring my resin here, I actually sprayed my molds with a few sprays of 91% isopropyl alcohol. It works great to prevent bubbles from clinging down into the crystal points of your molds, and I don't wait to pour my resin. I just spray the 91% isopropyl alcohol and then pour my resin. I'm using some light purple tinted resin. I mixed up 24 ounces of the liquid diamonds because I was working on quite a few projects, but to that 24 ounces I added 7 drops of violet resin dye from Let's Resin to get this pretty transparent purple color. I'm just filling the molds up halfway. We're going to be pouring these in 2 layers. Here I'm very carefully going in with a toothpick and just dislodging any bubbles that I have, and I was kind of pushing them to the center of each of the molds. Because I am going to spray them again with a little 91% isopropyl alcohol to pop those bubbles. Here I had a really big bubble. It was kind of stuck down in one of the points. So I just took my resin and actually poured right into that crystal point, and it pushed the bubble out, and I was able to move it to the center of the resin. But here I'm just going to spray it. It's going to pop those bubbles, and then I'm going to let it cure overnight. Here we are the next day. This is the resin dye I use. You have to shake the bottle before you use it. It comes in a set with like 16 different colors. I'll link it down below. It's great for projects like this because the colors are transparent, so it's really great if you just want a slight touch of color. Just going to fill the molds up the rest of the way. I did mix up my liquid diamonds off camera just to save time, but if you're new to resin and you want to see a tutorial showing step by step how I mix my liquid diamonds, I have a short 1-minute mixing tutorial video. I'll link it down below. Be sure to go check it out. In that video, I show you step by step how I mix my liquid diamonds. I do it the same way every single time, so I usually cut the mixing out of my videos because I have a few dedicated tutorials showing step by step how I mix my resin, and I like to keep my videos pretty fast, straight to the point, try to keep it as fast as possible. So I just filled up the molds with that light purple or the violet resin, and now I'm going to drop down my holographic insert molds. I have quite a few different types of these. This one is a round kind of disc shape. I spray these with a little 91% isopropyl alcohol because it helps prevent air bubbles from getting trapped underneath the inserts. And I'm just going to very carefully lay this sheet down over my mold. They all pretty much give you the same effect. I don't really have a favorite one, but if I had to pick a favorite, I would say that this sheet one here is my favorite because it will give you the holographic effect on the entire bottom of your crystal. That first one that I placed down the round, it will give you kind of like a crater, and this one here, it'll give you kind of like a recessed area on the bottom of your crystal, so it's not going to be completely flat. So if you don't want that, then I would recommend these sheets. They are a little bit different than the round ones. They still all turn out really beautiful. I just dropped down my holographic insert molds. This one I didn't like how it was positioned, so I just peeled it off and laid it back down, let it cure, let them all cure overnight, peeled off those holographic insert molds, and here we are ready to demold them. These types of crystals, the holographic effect will only show with light transparent colors. The holographic effect is not going to show through opaque colors or colors with a lot of glitter. It really only works best with a really light color like this, something with just a really light transparent touch of color. So just keep that in mind if you decide to try to make these, but they're really so easy to make. You can get these crystal molds from Julie Art Studio. I'll link them down below, and she sells the round shape holographic insert molds as well. I'll link all the materials I use down below in the description box, along with any coupon codes that I have. But you can see the effect is pretty much the same from all of the holographic inserts, so it doesn't really matter which one you use. They all still turn out really beautiful. And when you use the full sheet holographic inserts, you can kind of get a little bit of overflow or overspill going outside of where the crystal part of the mold is, and you can just peel that off really easy. A lot of times I can just take my gloved hand and break it off, or I'll go in with some nippers and just trim that off to clean it up around the edge. But I absolutely love this one. I love the size of these. These are so fun to make. They actually look really cool on top of LED color changing lamp bases or light bases as well. Let's Resin sells a 2-pack. You can get a color changing one and a clear one. I'll link them down below along with my coupon code. These look really awesome on top, and it's kind of fun to see the different color changing effects. But I hope you guys give making these a try. They're absolutely gorgeous and they make great gifts as well. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a like, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Naptime Creations, and go check out a few more of my other videos. That would really help me out a lot. Helps out my channel if you watch a few of my videos back to back. And on this one, you can see on the side the overspill that I was talking about. The holographic insert molds have a little bit of weight to them, so you got to take that into account too. Sometimes when you drop them down, you get a little bit of overspill coming out on the side of the mold, but no big deal. It cleans up really easy. You can just break it off or trim it off. And I'll link the nippers that I like to use down below too. You can get them off Amazon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all doing fantastic, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye, guys.